Now to this, students at Richneck Elementary are finally back in the classroom more than 3 weeks after a 6-year-old boy shot first grade teacher Abby Werner. The return comes with new changes and emotions from students and parents. Casey Baylor is live in Newport News.
So Casey, how are people feeling? How are students feeling on this first day back?
Well, Bethany, Ashley, we saw a lot of big smiles walking into Richneck Elementary. Now, parents say their children couldn't wait to get back to school to see their friends and teachers, but there are some other parents who say they felt a little bit nervous about dropping their children off this morning.
To see everyone out here supporting the kids and the parents, it was really exhilarating.
Encouraging signs and hugs welcome students back to Richneck Elementary School Monday morning.
And I stood back a little teary-eyed and watched them high-five all the police officers and the mayor.
Newport News city and community leaders met students at the door to show their support.
I felt it was very important that they saw community love.
We're here united, and the fact that there's so many people here, like, this is what Newport News is.
Over the last 3 weeks, parents say they had to have tough conversations with their children about the shooting as they prepared them for the first day back.
We came to see the counselor one of the weeks when they were here, but he really didn't have much to say. I think he was able to process all the emotions from the day fairly well.
Unfortunately, the teacher had to be our sacrificial lamb to bring this to light. I applaud her, and I'm grateful that she's okay.
Parent Jordan Vestra says although his 3rd grade son couldn't wait to go to school, he's concerned about how the day will go.
Excited because he's excited, but I'm also nervous about it, because there's a lot of changes, and I hope it just doesn't overwhelm him.
As students try to return to normalcy, Board Chair Lisa Searles Law says Abby Werner's 1st grade class will learn in a new environment.
Ms. Werner's class has a brand new classroom. The community came together to paint it and to put familiar things in that room.
And to help with the transition back to the classroom, school division leaders say students have access to support staff as well as therapy dogs, throughout the day. We're live in Newport News. I'm Casey Baylor for 13 News Now.
Okay, thank you, Casey. And as parents dropped their children off at Richneck Elementary School today, the students walked through new layers of security. And
that's where we find Ann Sparacco. She's live at the school continuing our coverage this afternoon. And the chairwoman of the Newport News School Board gave a few updates on the latest security measures.
Bethany, Ashley, yes, the Newport News Public School Board Chairwoman Lisa Searles Law said there is a new state-of-the-art metal detector right at the entrance of Richneck Elementary School here, but she said that metal detector did not appear to overwhelm the students as they walked through the entrance to their classrooms today. In addition to the metal detector, Searles Law said school administrators installed doors to classrooms that had open doorways. School employees will also be handing out clear book bags today for students to use. Newport News police officers were also on the scene today. A few of them left, but administrators say there were about 12 officers this morning monitoring the school and welcoming students back to class. Searles Law says teachers also received extra training recently, but she says her focus is the mental well-being of the students.
We've had updated training for our teachers. One of the biggest pieces that's been important to put in place right now is their social emotional. So they've gone through a lot of care during this time.
And we've spoken to quite a few parents who appeared emotional today as they walked and prepared their children to return to the classroom. Now, coming up on 13 News Now in the next half hour, we spoke to one mother of a Richneck Elementary School student, and we hear how her daughter felt about returning with added security. Reporting live in Newport News, I'm Ann Sparacco for 13 News Now.
And thank you. And Richneck Elementary School leaders brought in a full-time school security officer to monitor the school. However, a school resource officer is not established there at this time.